Vince McMahon is out, Triple H is in, the Paul Levesque era has begun. How good was Triple H's first pay-per-view with him being the head of creative? Let's find out, let's talk about it. That is right, folks, I just got done watching Summerslam 2022, and my gosh, what a pay-per-view. Pay-per-view of the year contender for sure. Let's run down the card. We're starting things off with a rematch from last year's SummerSlam, but this time it is Becky Lynch challenging Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. So once again, Becky and Bianca put on a very good match. Surprise, surprise. Bianca Belair ends up going to the middle rope. Spanish fly from the second rope into the KOD. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair retains the Raw Women's Championship. But we're not done because Becky Lynch offers the handshake. Becky Lynch seemingly turns face. What a good way to end the first segment. A very good match. A good result. Bianca looks strong. Becky shakes the hand. Good sign of respect. But wait, we're not done. Because yes, it has been over a year, but Bayley is back. Bayley comes out to a huge pop from the Nashville crowd. My gosh, isn't it just great to see Bayley back on our screens? So Bayley comes out confronting Bianca. Who remembers right before Bayley got injured? It was Bayley and Bianca having a feud. I believe they were supposed to have an I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's Championship before she got injured. Bayley's here. She's confronting Bianca. There's your next challenger. There's your next Raw Women's title feud. What a fantastic opening segment. But wait, we're not done. Because of all people, the former NXT star Dakota Kai's music hits. So Dakota Kai, who was released a few months ago, said there's no creative plans. She had some tryouts on the main roster but failed. Now Triple H is in charge, and already we are feeling his impact. Dakota Kai is here at SummerSlam, aligning herself with Bayley. But wait, there's more obviously, because now the music of one Io Shirai hits. So not only do we have Bayley coming back from injury, not only do we have Dakota Kai returning and debuting on the main roster, but now we've got Io Shirai, who has been gone for a few months, who is rumored to be leaving the WWE. Her contract is coming up very, very soon. Now we've got Io Shirai, or possibly known as Io Sky or something like that. I don't think we've got that all clarified. But yes, we've got Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Shirai in the ring staring down. Now Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, who has just aligned herself with Bianca Belair. Very, very good segment, very good match, very good after effect, returns, debuts, all that stuff. Thank you, Hunter. Next up, making his singles in-ring debut, it's the one and only Logan Paul taking on Mr. Tiny Balls himself, The Miz. So here we go, Logan Paul making his singles in-ring debut, only his second wrestling match ever, and whatever you think about Logan Paul as a person, as a YouTuber, whatever you want to say, all respect in the world to him when it comes to wrestling. Logan Paul looked phenomenal at WrestleMania. He looked even better here. Not even just the moves, but the selling. The fact that he's just throwing standing moonsaults in there from the apron, from the ring. We even get a Seth Rollins-esque frog splash from the top rope to the outside of the ring, through the announce table. My gosh. But Ciampa, he gets ejected from ringside. He refuses to leave. Here comes AJ Styles evening up the odds. Logan Paul ends up hitting a skull-crushing finale on The Miz. 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul gets the win, remains undefeated, and all the respect in the world to Logan Paul. So next up for the United States Championship, we've got Mr. Money in the Bank Theory versus Bobby Lashley. Not much to say here. It's a pretty quick match. I think it was under 5 minutes. Lashley ends up locking in the Hurt Lock. Tap, tap, tap. Lashley wins, retains the title. Fun stuff. Next up, no disqualification action. It's the Mysterios, Rey and Dom, taking on Finn Balor and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. Basic action, not a whole lot of no DQ or anything, just, the illegal partner getting involved, but it doesn't really matter. But what matters is the end, because Rhea Ripley gets involved, giving the Judgment Day a 3-on-2 advantage, but the lights go out, and whose music is that? I don't really know. It was playing. It sounded like a mashup of the Brood's theme and some other theme, but the flames come up, the Brood music is here, the Brood lighting is here. It's Edge. Edge comes out looking sick, looking kind of like a hybrid of Rated R Superstar and Brood come together. He's got the short hair still, he's got the shades, he's got the coat, he's coming in, spear for Finn Balor, spear for Damian Priest, 619, 1, 2, 3, and the Mysterios get the win. Definitely sucks to see the Judgment Day take yet another loss, but with the Edge return looming, it's kind of obvious. We're probably going to be leading towards Edge Finn Balor one-on-one, so that should be fun. Next up, just like Logan Paul, we've got Pat McAfee having another match. It's Pat McAfee one-on-one with Happy Corbin. And Pat McAfee's just great, isn't he? We've got an entire choir singing bum-ass Corbin as Corbin is coming to the ring. But McAfee just shows that he's great. He's doing swantons to the outside, almost slipping on the top ropes, but he recovers. And hits a little bit of an awkward sunset flip, little roll-through bomb type thing. 1, 2, 3, Pat McAfee gets the win. All of this is to build up for the Dream 5-star classic of Pat McAfee and Michael Cole versus Corey Graves and Happy Corbin. Next up, we've got a rematch from Money in the Bank. It's the Usos and it's the Street Profits, but we've got Nashville's own Jeff Jarrett, who's going to be retiring Ric Flair tomorrow night as the special guest referee for the tag team titles. So pretty good match, not as good as their Money in the Bank Classic, but still pretty good stuff. The Usos hit the 1D, 1, 2, 3, Usos retain the titles. There's a little moment where the Street Profits, Montez Ford went up, hit the frog splash. I thought for a second, okay, this is it. The Usos have lost their titles. They've held the tag titles for over a year now. This is going to be it. But nope, the Usos retain. They hit the 1D. Are we teasing some more tension between Angelo and Montez? Second to last match of the card is Liv Morgan defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Ronda Rousey. And basically this whole match is Ronda trying to tap Liv out. Liv is barely escaping. She's barely getting to the ropes. She's barely putting in quick pins. She's not tapping out. She's showing all the resilience in the world. Liv ends up getting Ronda into a little roll-up position. 1, 2, tap, 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 3, Liv Morgan retains. It's one of those things, the ref counted the 3, but he didn't know that Liv Morgan was tapping out, so they show the replay. What's gonna happen? But Ronda doesn't care what happens, because Ronda goes crazy. Ronda just turns heel, puts Liv in the armbar, puts the poor referee in the armbar, starts beating up everybody else. We've got Ronda Rousey as a heel, thank God. And here we go, main event time, the last time ever, Roman Reigns defending the undisputed title against Cowboy Brock himself. And so of course Farmer Brock is going to come out with a tractor. So Farmer Brock drives the tractor to the ring, jumps out of it, starts assaulting Roman Reigns before the bell, and we are on. Then after a while, a few tables being broken, we fought through the crowd, Brock almost slipped on the barricade, Brock gets on the tractor, and everything's gonna go fine. He puts Roman in the cup thing, dumps him in the ring very softly, Roman gets up, everything's fine. He's got the little barrel thing on the front, I don't know what it's called, but he pushes the ring, moves it probably a good foot or so, and then he digs under the ring, he lifts the ring up, Roman goes flying back, and we've got the freaking ring just like in the air. You can see the picture right there. So now everything is going wrong. Roman gets up. We've got the ring like hanging in the air. The Usos come to Roman's aid, but Brock just gives him suplexes anyways. Paul Heyman begs Brock to stop beating Roman. He'll let him have the titles, but Paul Heyman takes an F5 for his efforts, goes through the announce table. Paul's just out cold the rest of the night. All of a sudden, we've got Theory. We can't forget about Theory. He's been promising to cash in Money in the Bank. Both men are kind of down. They're stirring. Theory's music hits. He comes down with another ref. He whacks Roman with the briefcase, but then he just gets an F5 anyways. So we've got the Usos are out cold. Paul Heyman's out cold. Theory's out cold. Now we've got the other ref is doing whatever. Roman gets up, hits a few spears on Brock. Brock keeps getting back to his feet. Another spear. Brock gets back up. Another spear. Brock's back up. Roman gets the titles. Title shot, Brock gets up. Title shot, Brock gets up. Finally, one final title shot with the Universal title of all things, the one that he's held for 699, going on 700 days now, is the one to keep Brock down. They bury him. Roman and the Usos are back up. They bury him in the announce table rubble, the steel steps, a toolbox. And with that, the reign of Roman continues. Roman will reach 700 days. My gosh, I don't even know what to say. The ring spot is all you need to say. So that is it, the first pay-per-view in the Triple H era, and without a doubt, a pay-per-view of the year contender. And all around, just a very good show, so I thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you just found this video, hit subscribe. I do wrestling news, wrestling reviews, wrestling reactions, all that kind of stuff and more. I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, stay positive, and I'll see you guys in the next one.